Welcome to Get Fit. I'm Tam, she's Des. For today's workout, we don't need any equipment, just a wall. So the first exercise that we are going to be doing is a wall sit. To set up for this one, we're gonna take our body right to the wall, feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. Just walk those feet out slightly. Keep your abs tight, hips back to the wall. We're gonna slide down the wall until our hips are close to parallel to our knees. I wanna make sure that our knees, I slipped off my mat. Make sure our knees aren't hyperextending over the toes. So what I mean by that is we wanna make sure that our knees are in line with our toes. A hyperextension is when those knees come too far forward. So we wanna keep it back. Keep your body weight into your heels and hold. Hold your body, not your breath. I know that this can be a little challenging. We're gonna hold here for 60 seconds. The first 30 seconds are going to be easy. The last 30 are going to be a bit of a burn. So, how you doing there, Des? Great, doing good. If you wanted to make this a little bit harder, you can take those feet and march with those feet. March this way. You got it. Keep those abs tight. If you do have a mat on the floor, be careful that that mat doesn't slide. We'll hold for another 10 seconds. Should be burning up. Another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. So those look easy, but they are not. Those ones burn. I love these. We're gonna do this again. A couple more times. I recommend you do this 3 times for 60 seconds. So that's 3 minutes of wall sits. You got that in you? I'll do this next one with you. So when we do this, obviously the mats slide a bit, so you have to stay nice and stable. Tight through the core. Bring that down, keep those knees stacked above the heels, abs tight, and just hold. So the lower you take this, the harder it's gonna be. If you wanna make that a little bit easier, slide it up a little bit more. So you can kind of do a little bit low, and then when that gets to be too much, bring it up. Instead of marching our feet this time, we're gonna take our heels and lift them up off of the mat. Just one at a time. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Legs might start to shake a little bit. They're burning. Feels good. Lift, lower, lift. If you want to make that extra hard, both feet and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Slide that up if you need to. And then back down when you're ready. 10 more seconds. Woo. Couple more, last 2, and 1. That's a good one, shake it out.
Should have done leg day today.
Yeah, I like to call these spicy. These are spicy ones. We're gonna do this one more time. Nice break in between. So what happens if you go into your next set before you've given yourself adequate rest? You're gonna fizzle out quickly. So this 60-second wall sit might end up being 15 seconds if we don't take a long enough break. So catch your breath, grab some water. If you have water close by, and we'll do that again. This time, we're gonna make it harder. Now, you don't have to make it harder. This is just an option. Think of it as a goal. So one day you'll be able to do this without having to take a break. And slay this move. Here we go, abs tight, hips to the wall, slide down, maybe not too far this time.
Tall people problems.
Yeah, this is a little bit harder if you're taller, for sure. Heels up. And this time, instead of bringing those back down, We'll hold them up, take those knees out to the side and bring them back in. Little adduction, abduction here, out, in, out, in. You don't have to do that. If you are finding that too challenging, just stay here with the heels on the ground, or one heel up at a time, or both heels up. And if you're feeling up for it, the adduction, abduction. All right, 30 more seconds. Trying to make that harder, bring it lower. You can also add weight to this. If you have like a baby at home, pop that baby on your hips. Your dog, if your dog wants to work out with you. Weights. 10 more seconds. Whew. She's burning. 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. That's where I like to see you, on the floor after that set. It's a good one. So grab a drink. This one works primarily quads. Lots of abs too in there. So moving on to the next exercise. The next exercise we're going to do is a push-up. So we'll do upper body, give those legs a little bit of a break for the first part of that movement. So we'll take our hands, shoulder width apart, palms on the wall, come up onto your heels so that you're on your toes, or sorry, off of your heels. Move off of your heels. On your toes, bring those legs back, and then elbows come out to the side. Bring your chest to the wall. Keep your abs tight. Exhale on the hard part as you lift away from the wall. Exhale, and then inhale as you bring that down. We'll do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, so you can do these on the wall. You can do these on the floor. We've done these on the floor many times. Doing these push-ups on the wall would be the easiest way. We're gonna take it from the easiest way to the hardest way possible. We'll skip that middle part, and I don't even know if I can do these, to be honest. We'll see. Do you think I can do these? I don't know. Feet up on the wall. Ooh, the higher your feet are, the harder that's gonna be. Keeping your abs tight. You wanna keep your shoulders, hips, knees, heels in alignment. Keep those abs tight, supporting the back. Exhale as you lift. Nice job. Can you do 6 more? Yeah, not a chance. Okay, so we'll do that again. We'll do that again, but this time I'll do it with you. And we'll have a little challenge now that you're worked out already and I haven't. We'll see who can do more. We'll set a goal. I like to do this at the beginning of each set. It's like, okay, I'm gonna at least do 10. And it's like, either I'm dead or I'm in the hospital. These 10 are gonna happen. So we'll see what happens here. We'll try and do 10. I don't even know if I can do 1, but
Game on.
no pressure. All right, watch the mat. It does slide a little bit. So feet up, abs tight. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and whew, you did it. That's how it's done with push-ups.
Call that a challenge.
Yeah, all right. Those were good. I feel like I could have went down to the floor a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with those ones. A little dizzy after standing up from those. So we'll do 1 more before we take a break. And these next ones, we'll do an RDL. So we'll take our right leg against the wall, abs tight. We're gonna take our hands down towards the floor. If you can, touch the floor. Keep all of your body weight in that supporting leg. Feel that in your glutes exhale as you lift. Ooh, I like that one. Let's go for 12. 12. Oh, you're faster. Push down through the heel. Exhale as you lift. Looks good. Do a couple more. And done. Shake that out. Grab a drink, take a little break, and then we'll head into that other leg. So this leg might fatigue a little bit faster. This is our supporting leg. Keep that in mind. Abs tight. Bring that down. Push through the heel. Exhale as you lift. And feel that burn in your glutes. Way to go. Couple more. And shake it out. It's good. Now you can go right into that next leg if you like. Just keep in mind you might fatigue a little bit faster. Might need a little more stamina to push you through, but let's do that. We'll do that together. We'll do 12 one leg and then right into the other leg. So abs tight, all of your weight on the supporting leg. Find your balance. If you are finding that you're having a hard time keeping your balance, you're a little bit shaky, not quite stable, just keep in mind that that will happen. A little bit of practice. Find a focal point somewhere on the floor in front of you that isn't moving, and that will help with balance. So here we go, nice and slow. Take that down, exhale as you lift for 12. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. Just bring it down as far as you can, as far as you can feel that. And think of it as a goal. One day you'll be able to touch the floor. And into that other side right away. Push through the heel. Good. And last one. Nice job. So grab a drink. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to the second half of Get Fit. So this episode is definitely lower body dominant. So we're gonna go right into another lower body exercise, the oh so famous split squat.
Ooh, yes, love it.
So we're gonna be in the same position we were with that last movement, that RDL that we did, where we're gonna stick one foot up behind us against the wall, but instead of hinging forward like in that last movement, we're just gonna squat straight down. So you might need to do the bunny hop around to figure out where to put that front foot where it feels comfortable, but you just wanna slam that rear foot into the wall and then drop that back knee to the floor. So we're gonna do 12 reps on this leg. And you really wanna make sure that you're keeping your knee right straight over top of your toes so you're not letting it fall inward or outward. And a really good thing to focus on when you're doing single leg movements is how your foot pressure is on the floor. So you want all parts of your foot in contact with the floor. You don't want your heel to be popping up toes to be popping up or rolling your ankle each way. You want to really think about pushing every part of your foot into the floor, and that is really going to help with stability. So let's switch sides.
That was more than 12, I think.
That was. Hey, you should have been counting.
I was not counting. But
So other foot back, hop, skip, jump, find your position, and squat down. These are a little bit tougher. So if you're doing this at home and you have something you can hang on to, you can just use a little bit of support if you're having some challenges finding that stability. But we want to make sure we suck in our core, keep those abs tight. 3 more. Drive through the floor.
Whew.
Push through that heel. Last one.
Nice.
Beautiful. All right, shake it out. Take a little bit of a break. We're only gonna do this one twice because they're challenging.
Yeah.
So you really wanna make sure you're doing them correctly and not looking like Humpty Dumpty about to fall
Need a bit of
over.
a longer break, I think.
Yeah. So grab a quick drink, and hopefully everyone doesn't have white walls at home, or you have clean shoes, so you're not marking up your wall when you're doing this.
You can also use the back of your couch or a chair for these.
100%.
Coffee table, whatever.
Any stable surface. I don't know if I'd use a coffee table, but you want something that's stable, that's not gonna slide away on you. Even a closed door frame.
Yes.
All right, let's get back into it. So we're gonna kick that one leg back, drop it down. So you see she's keeping a really nice posture, little bit of a lean forward, but she's not letting her chest cave forward. So she's keeping that up, nice straight back. The idea here too is you don't want your chest to come in contact with your knee, kind of slouching forward. So we want to keep those abs tight. Last 2.
Oh, you are counting this time. That's
I
good. I counted
All
2
right.
this time, and that was 12.
Switch feet. So last time, abs as tight as you can. Think about that foot pressure. Ball of your foot, heel, both sides, and just drive through the floor. Tight abs, and breathe. Breathe as you push up. That's the hard part of the exercise. And like I said, you can have a little bit of assistance, even if you have some kind of bar sitting around, anything to help you stand. Last few. Perfect. Shake it out. That one's a burner.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna come down to the mat, and we're gonna stick with the lower body theme. And we're gonna blast your glutes and your hamstrings a little bit. So we're gonna have Tam turn towards the wall.
Ooh.
And she's gonna put her feet up against the wall. I feel like we all did this as kids.
Yeah.
So as she comes up to the wall, she wants to scoot her butt towards the wall, but have her legs in a nice 90-degree angle. So she doesn't want her butt like right under her heels or super far away, just that nice L shape. She's gonna jam her feet, push them into the wall, and as she does that, lift her hips as high as she can and squeeze her butt muscles at the top, as hard as she can. And if you wanna make this more challenging, go 1 foot. So 1 foot on the wall, other leg up. This really fires up those cheeks.
Ooh, yeah.
So let's do 3 more on the other side. Single leg. So she'll swap sides, push up, and just drive those hips up as far as she can. Last few, and bring it down. Now we're gonna do a little bit of what's called a superset, where we pair 2 exercises together, and we're gonna do a hamstring curl on the wall.
Ooh.
So one of 2 ways you can do this. You can wear your socks, this works really well. Or if you have some just, fabric around your house, like an old shirt you don't use anymore and you can cut up, you can make your own sliders. So they're literally just a piece of felt fabric.
Or dishcloths even.
Anything. And what you're gonna do with these is put them under your feet just so they slide a little bit better on the wall, but socks work as well. And what she's gonna do is come up into that same position, but extend and bend her legs. As she drives her hips up, just bend and extend. She can also try doing both at the same time. That might be a little bit harder. Gotta keep her abs tight.
That is a lot harder.
A little bit more challenging. So either way, let's do 10 more seconds. Perfect. Keeping those hips high, abs tight. Last one, and good. Perfect. And
oh, this one looks easy.
yes,
It's not.
this one is a little bit challenging. So this is gonna work your core, and you're gonna get a little bit of leg action too again. So we're really blasting the legs today.
Quads.
So again, this does look very simple. All we're gonna do is sit up straight with our back against the wall, and we're gonna lift one leg at a time, like this. And like we said, it looks simple, but boy, does it sneak up on you. And if you really wanna spice things up, make it a little more challenging, you can take that foot, bring it out to the side, and back in. A little bit of hip action, back down. And we're just gonna do this either marching or out to the side for 30 seconds. And you really wanna make sure you're sitting up as tall as you can and not hunching into it. We wanna pull those abs tight. Think about pulling your belly button straight into your back. The higher you can get those legs, the more challenging it will be. And it's okay if you can only get it a little bit off the ground. That's a starting point. There's room for progression.
I feel like
Last-
this is easier if you have longer legs.
It might be.
I'm not sure.
I'm at an advantage for this one. I was at a disadvantage for the wall sits.
That's true.
Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's
Felt
take a
like-
quick break.
On that last one, I was like putting my head in.
Getting your neck into it. So we're gonna take a quick breather, and then we're gonna go back to those booty pump
All right.
glute bridges. So this time we're gonna try something a little bit different with them. We're not gonna bring our hips all the way down to the ground.
Okay.
So instead of letting your butt touch the ground each time, Tam is just gonna pump at the top. So she's only gonna come down a little bit and then up. And she's just gonna pump it here for 20 reps.
20.
20 reps. Starting now.
Oh. Good thing I like working my butt.
Yeah, this one's gonna fire it up. Glutes will be burning after this. All right, we got 10 more. So just about a half of a movement. So she's not letting those hips touch the floor. We're just keeping them in a short range of motion. Last 5. Slam those feet into the wall. Push hard as you can. 3,
For the first time, I felt like I knew where I
2,
belonged, and nothing could stop me from
and 1. Good.
and yet everything felt real.
Bring it down for a second.
The world was underneath.
We're gonna go back into those hamstring curls. So again, remember, you can use your own sliders or just go into sock feet. Completely up to you. But you're gonna come up against the wall and march those feet, or try to do it at the same time. And just extend one at a time. And we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. So remember to breathe. Keep those hips up high. 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then to finish it up, we're back to those abs. Really finish off the quads.
Oh yeah.
So get that back as straight as you can, hands out to the side, and we're just gonna march for 30 seconds. So pull that belly button in, tight as you can. Just keep marching those feet. You can also take it out to the side, make it a little bit more challenging. 10 to go. That back straight. Don't get that neck into it.
No neck.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Whew.
All right, shake that out. Those legs are probably fried. Let's do a little stretch for your quads. So let's take the wall, use it as assistance. We're gonna grab one foot, bring it up towards our butt. This is a great one for your quads. So you just wanna bring that heel as close to your butt as you can. Hold that position for about 15 to 20 seconds.
Somehow, everything
And then
was
we're gonna drop that foot down,
like a new person had a
swap sides,
I could
grab
see
that
myself
other
from a
foot,
perspective that I've never seen
and just
before.
bring it up
No
towards
inhibitions,
your butt.
No worries.
And hold.
For the first time, I felt like I knew where
Keeping
I
a
belonged,
very
and
nice
nothing could stop
neutral
me from being
posture and not falling over like I
nothing, and
do.
yet everything felt real. The world was
All right, we can
underneath.
drop that down. We really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for joining us on Get Fit, and we'll catch you next time.